Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's brought down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Harrison Bryant. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this this drive will start at the 25. On first down, Newman.
And Walker has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Newman. He completes this to Walker.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
From midfield now, here's Newman. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And some room to maneuver.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Newman. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newman. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back to Walker on first down.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
One quarter done, and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
14-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. On second down, here's Penny. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny taking it in from the 20.
And the Seahawks are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Chubb running to the wide side.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
44 yards.
And the Browns continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Newman. This one goes underneath to Walker, finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Newman to throw on 3rd down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Being chased out left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Following the penalty, Chubb.
But there to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Browns are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. York now for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
50 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Now Newman on 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, Newman again.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Inside handoff, Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now it's Newman.
Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Newman.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And room there to work it inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Now Newman. Throw out wide to Walker.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Newman to throw.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Newman. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Newman looking to throw it.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 35 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 44, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
And the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll throw on first down with Newman. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newman. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And Walker once more. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Play action. Newman.
He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. Past the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Newman
going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On 3rd down, Newman.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second down, here's Chubb again. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And Watson's going to throw it here. This is the tight end,
Njoku. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and 10 now. Newman.
This complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Newman.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Second and 11.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.